Good evening, and welcome to episode number 2 of Shonda Talk. Tonight's episode is called When Reality Interrupts the Fantasy. I want to take a moment and I want to talk about how we can shift the way we view heartbreak. One of the biggest pills I had to swallow when I was in therapy was when my therapist told me nobody has the power to break your heart. You break your own heart. What she meant by that is when there's a breach in the oral or verbal, whatever word you want to use, when there's a breach in the commitment between two people, and you decide to ignore a red flag, there's a breach of trust, whatever the case may be. I'm not going to go down a whole list of things that breaches. We all know that. And you decide to stay or whatever the case may be, essentially, you broke your own heart. Heartbreak is not always losing a person. Do you know that sometimes it's the picture we created of them that breaks our heart? When the reality, what's really going on, does not match the image we are loyal to, that's what caused hurt. So we as people, we tend to fall typically for potential, the image of who this person could be, the version of them that exists in our hopes, but not always their habits. When a person's character and actions do not align to the picture we created for them, that's where hurt begins. So when that character and the picture are not synced, they're not in alignment, the characters down here, our pictures up here, or the here, vice versa. When it's just not synced, when it's not syncing, that's where hurt begins. So let's talk about what separates a boy from a king. A boy chases moments, and a king stewards his purpose. A boy. Let's talk about what a boy would pursue. A boy would pursue attention, feelings, access, and validation. I'm going to say that again. A boy would pursue attention, feelings, access, and validation. A king pursues alignment, discipline, calling, provision, and legacy. Again, a king pursues alignment, discipline, calling, provision, and legacy. Before I get into that, I must say I'm a lover girl. I believe in love. I'm in love with love. That's why the Bible always says, love covers a multitude of sin. And I believe that. I believe love always wins. But you cannot love someone into their crown. They have to choose it. That was a hard reality for me. No matter how much you love a person, they have to choose their purpose. They have to choose their path. You cannot love someone in that direction. So I'm going to give you 4 questions for you to just sit and reflect. You can use this as in your quiet time to just look inward. And if there's any adjustments that need to be made, make them, because you deserve unconditional love in a healthy manner. So, question number 1. Was I loving who they were consistently showing themselves to be? Or was I loyal to the version I created in my imagination? Question number 2. Did I fall in love with consistent character, or inconsistent moments? That one stumped me. Question number 3. Am I emotionally developed enough to sustain the kind of love I say I deserve? Question number 4. Where did I ignore patterns because the fantasy felt better than the truth? You see, one of the reasons why I wrote my love letter to the king inside of you, I wanted to talk to the king, not the ego, not the image, not the performance. I wanted to speak to the man who is ready to steward his purpose, because every man has a king inside of them. And this world needs more men who are ready to walk in their God-given right, title of king. We do not need any more men with potential. God sometimes allows the fantasy to fall apart so we can stop loving potential and start honoring reality. Heartbreak is not always a loss. Sometimes it is clarity. I want to thank you for spending this time with me. And as I always say, please like and share this video, because you never know, your share, this message may meet someone who needs to hear this. Thank you. I hope you find the love you deserve. I hope you adjust your crown and walk in your purpose as king. Good night.